Hi everybody, welcome to another Chats with Chaudhry. I'm delighted to be joined by Aaron Sato, who you saw a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about PEGs virtual. And today we're going to be talking about GPCR libraries. Hi Aaron, good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Slightly different though, you're wearing a mask this time. You weren't wearing one last time.
Yeah, I'm in at work today, and so at work we have to all wear masks.
Right. So it's a very fetching mask actually. It's very stylish. The one thing I
Well,
always like
thank
about
you.
Twist is when I oversee you guys at the shows, you've always got very good freebies. That's the number one thing I would say.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, we're really good at branded products.
you're very good actually. So I
Yeah.
think I must recommend everybody, for nothing else, make sure when things go live again, make sure you check out the Twist booth because they've got loads of lovely goodies there.
Yeah, totally. We have the best swag.
Yeah, swag. Yeah, in fact, I
Yeah.
did a blog called "Swag in the Bag" for a while, but there was too much swag, so I was taking too long to do it. So I changed it. But it's amazing how much stuff you can pick up at a show. But anyway, so
Yeah.
moving on swiftly. So Aaron, last time we spoke, you were getting ready to present at PEGS Virtual, and you guys had a booth there as well. So how did that event go? First of all.
It was good. It was good to get out give a really broad overview of all the fantastic things we're doing in Twist Biopharma. I'd been giving a ton of COVID-related talks, so it was good to get back to talking about all the other fantastic things we do. So it was a good talk for that.
Fantastic. Now, when we spoke last time, we were talking about your synthetic libraries, and today obviously we're going to talk about the GPCR libraries. So for someone like me, who I'll admit is quite ignorant on a lot of these things, what are GPSCR libraries, or GPCR libraries, I should say, and where are they so important in terms of drug discovery?
Yeah, so GPCRs, again, they're G protein coupled receptors. There are 7 transmembrane receptors. If you look at all the drugs today that are on the market, about half of them target this class of receptors.
Right.
So they're a really important class of druggable targets, and they've been mostly drugged by small molecules.
Right.
So small molecules, even though they're great, they have their issues, and that's usually with specificity. So small molecules can sometimes hit multiple receptors, and then also just they have limited half-life. So you have to, like, for example, take the drug every day. So, I mean, a lot of people want to find antibodies to GPCRs, but it's just been really tough because these integral membrane proteins, it's really hard to find antibodies to them. Right.
Okay. So you obviously have your own libraries that you've created. So how are these different from your competitors and other libraries out there?
Yeah, it's a great question. So what we've been able to do is use the Twist oligopool platform to create libraries that are focused on this class of targets. And one way we do that is we made an antibody library that has, within one of its loops, it has a huge oligopool that has all of these known motifs that bind to GPCRs, and that helps to kind of attract the antibody to bind to all kinds of different GPCR targets. It makes it focused on that class of targets.
Right. Okay. And how many targets have you successfully found GPCR antibodies, against using these libraries?
Yeah. So initially and we've actually publicly talked about this. We've gone after 7 targets initially, gotten high affinity functional antibodies to all of them, and we're continuing to innovate and show proof of concept around additional targets to both Class A, Class B, and even some orphan GPCR targets.
Right. Okay. And do you find any agonists from your libraries?
Yeah, initially we thought that we might find a lot of agonists because we were actually inserting motifs into our antibody library that were derived from agonist ligands. But what we're finding is most of the antibodies that come out of these libraries are actually antagonists. But we are thinking about other kind of tricks and other technologies that we can use to potentially modulate them into agonists.
Right. Okay. So you guys, and you in particular, I know, are presenting this week at another conference. I mean, your life must be spent presenting at conferences nearly on a daily basis. Actually, it seems like.
Yeah, actually, I counted them up. I think I've actually presented at 17 different webinar conferences this year, which is pretty amazing.
That is amazing, actually. And unfortunately now, the fact everything's virtual, you'll end up finding that I think like you did a couple of weeks ago when you did pegs that you end up doing about 3 or 4 in 1 week as well sometimes, don't you?
Yeah,
They're
it's
all
crazy.
overlapping. But there is one this week, Discovery on Target virtual events running, or DOT, I think, as some people like to call it. And you're presenting there. So why are you presenting this week at the conference?
Yeah, so Discovery on Target, it's a fantastic conference that's really focused on a lot of different target classes, but in particular, they spend a whole several sessions on membrane proteins, and in particular, G protein coupled receptors. So since we're coming up with these novel libraries that focus on this class of targets, it's a really great platform for us to talk about these specific libraries and how they can really unlock and drug this important class of targets.
Fantastic. So, and that's Thursday, I think, isn't it, this week?
Yes. Yeah, my talk's on Thursday. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, look, so what we'll do, everyone, is that's what we've got time for today. But if you'd like to know more about GPCR Libraries and what Twist have got to offer, then there'll be details on Aaron's talk above the video with a link through to the timings of that particular presentation. So you're at DOT or Discovery on Target, then make sure you attend that presentation. If you can't attend the presentation, then either have a look at the website, which again, the link is above the video, or by all means send Aaron a message through the comments, or send him I'm sure he'll be happy with a direct message as well on LinkedIn. Send him a message so that he can share more information with you. There'll also be on the video, as an extra bonus for you, an extra link to Aaron's interview from a couple of weeks ago, so you can find a bit more about synthetic libraries, and also a poster presentation that Twist did with me at PEGS Europe last year as well. So lots of goodies there if you want to know more about what Twist do. So check that out. Aaron, as always, thank you very much for your time. And we didn't talk about it, but you're in San Francisco. So the other reason you're wearing the mask is because, obviously, unfortunately, you guys are getting the California wildfires coming across the bay.
Yeah, I know.
And you've got a
Air
lot of smoke
quality
on.
is so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, well, fortunately, you've got a Twist mask though to protect you, so that's
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
so look after yourself. I hope you're safe and well, and thank you very much again for taking time out to talk to me.
No, and thank you so much.
And to everybody else, I hope you found that useful. As I said, check out the links, check out the presentation later in the week, and as always, stay well and stay safe. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.